So you want to be a better entrepreneur. Well, if there were 3 areas that I believed you should really try to hone as quickly as you could, what would they be? I'm Curtis Mulberg, and that's what we'll cover in this episode of An American Entrepreneur. In my 25 years of experience as a CPA in public accounting and an entrepreneur, there are 3 areas I believe that if you were to really have to hone as quickly as you could and consistently and stay on it, what would they be? All right, we'll get right in it. Category 1 would be focus. I have seen so many times some really good entrepreneurs get some serious backing. And once they got that backing, they seem to be all over the place. They weren't hungry anymore. And even the ones that don't get backing, I see it so oftentimes they're not focused. They get so many ideas and they want to change the product or service like this, or tweak this, or add this, or they believe, well, if we add this, we can really get a lot more business. And they spend so much time moving around and they're not in focus that nothing ever really gets launched and they never get any traction. And a number of years ago, I saw a small startup whereby the investor had invested a serious amount of money, but the founder and CEO were so out of focus, they were all over the place, and they even had an idea to buy a small competitor. And we were talking about it, and I mentioned to them that I wouldn't go to the investor and try to propose buying this really small competitor, because this investor invested his capital with you guys, and he wants to see what you can do and grow this business. He's not interested in buying other businesses, at least I wouldn't think. So they still presented their idea to buy this competitor, and right after they presented that, the investor pulled out. And I can't blame him, because the investor wanted to see this team build this business, and if they got traction and could really start building the business, then I don't see any reason why that investor would have not wanted to buy out that competitor. All right, category number 2, believe it or not, and so many people don't like this, but it's networking. Now, this is so extremely important, because the more people you know, the more possibilities you have. And not only am I talking about networking, just certain luncheons or whatever, but are there any seminars, any trade shows, any kind of weekly or monthly gatherings? You may even consider doing some volunteer work, such as Habitat for Humanity. So you really want to be active and be networking for all the potential possibilities. Some of the most mediocre entrepreneurs I see, they live in a little silo. They don't network, they don't meet other people. They just live in this little silo. And the only way their business ever grows is through referrals. They don't even network with their current customers or clients. And sometimes you just have to ask. You have to say, hey, if you like my products or service, I'd really appreciate a referral. But they're so into their silo that they're just expecting their business to just somehow grow all by itself. And sure, businesses at times can grow depending on what it is, but it's going to take much longer time than if you really were an active networker. Okay, the category number 3, never stop learning. The best entrepreneurs I know, they're always reading, and a lot of times it's even technical stuff, because they really want to learn the language of business. I can't stress enough that, consider taking a class at a community college or your local university. Did you know many community colleges and universities have programs whereby you can take a class, but it's a no grade class, okay? It's no pass, no fail. You can just sit in on those classes. You don't have to do the test. You don't have to do any research papers. So consider going one night a week, or maybe just every Saturday. Sometimes they have classes on Saturday. Consider taking a basic accounting class, finance, marketing, economics, PR, strategy. This stuff is not going to be entertaining. It's going to be really true technical learning. And I see so many entrepreneurs focused on YouTube, and there's a number of really very popular YouTube personalities, but they're not really teaching anything. They're just, I think they're more entertainment than anything. And some of them are more motivation. Now, I'm not saying motivation's not good. We all could use some good motivation every now and then. But are you really learning? Are you really going from this level to this level, to this level, to this level? You know, you want to work on increasing your knowledge on a regular basis, and it's something you never ever want to stop. It's just an ongoing thing. It's a way of life. And so when I look at some of these YouTubers that are very good technical professionals that have been doing what they've been doing, whatever it is, for years and years, and I look at their channels, they don't have hardly any subscribers and their videos don't have hardly any views. And to me, it's just amazing how much great information they're sharing for free, but they're not getting any views, they're not getting any subscribers. Yet these other guys are just mainly entertainment, motivation. But ask yourself, when you watch these videos, are you really learning anything? After spending 10 or 15 minutes or an hour of one of their podcasts, did you really get any takeaway? So the learning is something you never ever stop. To me, learning is a way of life. Networking is a way of life. Being in focus on your business, it's a way of life. It's just not something you do every now and then and you stop. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. And before you know it, it's really just second nature. Old habits are definitely hard to break, but if you make a conscious effort to practice focus, always be networking, and always be learning, you'll find yourself really growing at a much faster pace had you not started this regimen. I hope this video added value and you learned something and had some takeaway. If so, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And if you have any comments, please put your comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Until then, I'll see you again soon on another episode of An American Entrepreneur.